Hello and welcome back to my channel, and once again I'm reviewing another Pompey loss, and this time it is to Blackpool at home. It's like a certainty in life is Pompey losing to Blackpool at home. I had some hope that we might be able to pull something out of it or just get a result at least, but we haven't, and I think, in my opinion now, that's the end of our promotion journey. I don't think there's any way we can pull this back. That said, I mean, we didn't play awfully necessarily, but I think our defence looked 75% good, 25% a bit shaky. Our attack just didn't create any chances. No shots on target or match to their 3. We didn't get outplayed. I do want to make that point clear now that I don't believe we got outplayed. Not at all. But yes, you can. It's not getting outplayed is one thing, but not getting the 3 points is another. And today's loss sees us drop down to not only drop down to 5th, but drop down to 7 points away from the top 3. We only have 2 games in hand on one of them, and those 2 games of hand now I don't even think will make us catch one of them. With that said, I don't want to say it's the end of our promotion journey, but I think realistically now we have to consolidate playoffs. We have to, get the strongest finish we possibly can, which most likely will be 4th now. Make sure we are at least in those playoffs, because that's not even certain yet. If we continue this form, I wouldn't write us off getting out of them. But I think from now we just have to, stay where we are. We're in the playoffs. You hold on to that. As soon as you've done the playoffs, if we don't go up, jacket goes. We build under a new manager. I don't like saying it, but I don't think he deserves a new contract currently. He was there today, and you can't. Before anyone comes to my comments and says, "Oh, well, Jacket isn't there," he was there today. He was behind, helping them out. So it's not his fault. That it's not. Well, it's not his fault that he wasn't there. Is what I mean. He was there. He was helping. I mean, subs we made today, changing it to 4-2-3-1 when we were potentially the better side, losing our momentum in that sense. Curtis did look very good, I'll give him that. There were a couple of good performances out there, but in my opinion it wasn't good. I think our left side was the best, Curtis and Daniels. But other aspects of the pitch simply weren't. And I don't want to do a really long video on how we weren't good enough today. But you look at this lineup for Pompey today. McGilvray in goal, good keeper. Johnson, Raggett, Nicolas and Daniels, good back 4. Curtis, Naylor, Cannon, Harness, and then Williams and Marcus up front. It's a good team. But I saw a tweet earlier, I can't remember who it was by, and they said that our League 2 defence was better than this one. And I hate to admit it, but it was. Ender Stevens at left back is miles above where Daniels was now anyway. Our right back, even Gareth Evans. I mean, Johnson's definitely got potential, but today he wasn't at the level he should be at. Our 2 centre-backs just look shaky next to each other. I think Watmore needs to come back in Tuesday. And that Tuesday game's going to be huge now. I will preview in that one on Tuesday morning. But that game is now a win. I don't want to come here saying, oh yeah, well, we've only lost 1, we've only done this. But we've only got 7 points out of a possible 21. And if you're trying to tell me that that's good enough for promotion, no. That's an averaging a point a game, which would see you finish on 46 points a season, which obviously we're not going to, but 46 points a season isn't good enough. 1 point a game isn't good enough. The teams around us, basically all of them winning. I don't really know what to say. I know I might get comments on this saying, oh, you're being too negative, or you're writing things off, but before today I said when we won League 2 we were 7th and behind. But unless we can win Tuesday, I can't. If we win Tuesday, I'll give us a bit more hope. But we'll look at the rest of the league. Well, we'll look at what the table stands at first. Lincoln now do continue their leading of the way. They're on 56 points. Then Peterborough snuck into 2nd on 55. Hull on 53 in 3rd, now we're 5 points off. We were 7 at the time we were all looking. Doncaster have moved above us into 4th with a game in hand, a point above us. We've dropped down into 5th on 48 points. Sunderland into 6th on 47 points. Accrington into 7th with 46 points and a game in hand. And then Tuesday's opponents, Oxford, sit in 8th with a game in hand again, but they're on 44 points. We look at where this result leaves Blackpool. They've moved that 1 position into 13th. 40 points, it's good from them realistically. The bottom group today, though, we'll go into the fixtures before I talk about the bottom group. Gillingham beat Bristol Rovers 2-0 at Priestfield. Accrington drew 1-1 with Shrewsbury. Playoff chasers Sunderland beat Burton 3-0 away. Doncaster pulled from behind. Well, they were 2-0 down, 3-1 down. They managed to pull off a 3-3 draw at home to Hull. Charlton managed to draw to Fleetwood. Probably Fleetwood be happy with that than Charlton are. Ipswich managed to hold Oxford to a 0-0 draw. MK Dons beat Northampton 4-3 in possibly the game of the day. Peterborough, they got a 3-0 win over Wimbledon. Pompey lost 1-0 to Blackpool. Rochdale 0, Plymouth 0, Swindon 2, Crewe 1, and Wigan 1, Lincoln 2. Now that's not good results for us. We look at the bottom end of the table now. Burton still bottom of the league on 22 points, albeit with games in hand. Wigan 23rd, 24 points after losing today after being 1-0 up. Northampton 22nd, they threw away another chance at getting some points. Wimbledon 21st, they lost again. Swindon 20th, they managed to win and lift themselves out of the relegation places. Bristol Rovers 19th, they lost again. But I'm just going to say this now. Consolidate playoffs. Today's result, I'll put Gallen's interview in now.
Obviously not at the stage in the season to start getting too downbeat, but the past 2 defeats today and Tuesday, how damaging is that for the promotion push that you're going for at the moment?
Picking up no points is of no use to us in the last 2 games. Obviously not a disaster, lots of games to go. Having said that, getting too high when you win isn't really what we do, and we certainly don't get too low when we didn't either today. So it's on to the next quickly, on to Oxford away, which is a big game for us. Gillingham here next week, and there's plenty of games for us to pick up enough points in order for us to get what we want.
And now that's been played, you can see, it's a snippet from his interview anyway, but he simply just says it doesn't affect us. A loss is going to affect any team. I don't care who you are and what mentality you're in. If you're losing games, it's going to affect you mentally. I don't care if you couldn't give a care in the world about how you were getting on. A loss is going to affect you mentally. You're thinking, oh no, we can't beat that. Oh, we've lost to Bristol Rovers, or we lost to Blackpool. Are we good enough? You're going to overthink things. Realistically, we can't be doing that. We now just have to put this behind us and go. No matter what Gallen says, it happens. Gallen says, oh, it won't affect us. It will. It's like winning affects you. If you win more games, you're going to keep winning. You're going to be in good spirits. If you lose more games, you're going to keep losing them because you can't get out of it. That's why teams that are at the bottom don't just lose 4 and then win 8, because their mentality's gone. It's as simple as that. I don't care what Gallen says. It's not right. But we'll put Lewis's clip in now from what Lewis has to say.
Here is my reaction to Pompey versus Blackpool, and really all I can say is shocking, disgraceful. Poor game. Didn't see any team really scoring. Not really many chances created. Apart from the first half, Pompey had a few. Apart from that, boring game. And then Blackpool going to score, which just sums up our day. That's 2 losses in a row now. We're 7 points off top 2, and Accrington are only 2 points off us in the playoffs. It's going to be a very tough run into the end of the season. We need to pull our fingers out if we want to get anything. And we need to sort it out ASAP.
Once again, I haven't watched it myself before recording this. But it's just simply not good enough. I'm going to leave that video there. I don't think, we'll look at a couple more of our fixtures coming up now. I'm on the iPad here, which is why I'm a bit close to the camera. But our next 5 in the league, leading up to the game at Wembley in the final, are massive. I don't care what anyone says. Oxford away, Gillingham at home, Doncaster away, Northampton away, and Sunderland at home. Only one of those games is against a team that we should be beating, or against a team that, I can expect us to win. Oxford away, they're in good form. We'll probably get a point or lose. I'm hoping we can win, but I can't see it. Gillingham at home, bogey side. They always seem to beat us at Fratton Park. Doncaster away, another bogey side away. They're doing well. They may not be in the best of form, not winning any of the last 4, but it's Pompey. We're not in good form either. Then Northampton away, which, yes, we could win that. Right, it would have beeped there. The same thing just happened again. I'm going to quickly go through. Northampton away, we should be winning that one. Then you got Sunderland at home, another big game. Then after the trophy final, whatever you want to call it, we have Peterborough away and Ipswich at home. All these games, we've got to be winning. How many games are there? Let's do the maths first. There's what? 1, 2, there's 7 games there. So the next 7. Okay? So the 7 before. So we've had the 7 games we're in at the minute. We're in awful form. I think we've only won 2 of them. The 7 before that, we hadn't lost any. 1-6, drawn 1, I believe. So if we can, out of these next 7, get 15 points, maybe 16, I think we'll be more on track. I don't think we'll be able to win the league or come second anymore, but if we can get, 16, 17 points from these next games, it's a bit more reasonable. Because, look, if you can take points off Doncaster, Oxford, Sunderland, Peterborough, Ipswich, realistically, I'm going to say this now, we beat Doncaster, beat Peterborough, and get points in the other games along the way, we could be back in with a shout. But I'm not going to get over excited because it's very unlikely to happen. I'm going to end the video there. Can we get 10 likes on this one? Can you all subscribe, please, if you are new? Let me know down below what you thought of the game, what you think of the season coming up ahead. I'll read all my comments. I like them all. I respond to most of them. So please do comment. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as much as it is a bit kind of depressing to have to make a video like this. But, well, I'll make another video tomorrow, hopefully doing more about the EFL, and I'll see you in that one.